Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CarAlarm podcast. My name is Alex,
And I'm Gavin.
and we're back after a little lull. It's fine. We're not dead.
Now, just had some transportational issues.
Yeah. But we're doing a bit of a new thing this time. Instead of two weekly Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown review, to make it easier on ourselves, we're going to be doing one entire...
We're going to put it all together, and then we're just
Yeah.
going to tell you which we liked better.
That's right. In one spectacular episode.
We'll review Raw, and then we'll review SmackDown, then we'll say which is better, which
Yep.
we probably already know which one that is, but still,
Yeah, and we'll probably
we
say
may,
it
we
several...
may surprise you.
We'll probably say it several times during us talking about it anyway. Alright, let's just get right into Monday Night Raw. So first, the show opens with The Miz and the Miztourage in the ring, and they kind of just talk about, nothing.
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 Miz gets the word respect out when Kurt
Yeah.
Angle comes out.
Yeah. He wants to. He's like, and then Angle's music hits. Jerry Lawler, I have to mention, is on commentary because Booker T went back to Texas to be with his family during the hurricane right now.
Which, by the way, was not a smart idea to be in Houston. One of the interstates, I saw a picture of today, you have to swim,
Yeah.
which is something you wouldn't be able to do.
No,
but,
I would not. We don't have to make this public, Gavin.
But still. Yeah, so Booker, it probably wasn't a good idea to go back to Houston. Donald Trump even said, if Houston's going to flood, get out!
Yeah, but, I mean, his family was there. He had to go back and be with them. Yeah, so Kurt Angle announces a 15-man battle royal for a shot at the Intercontinental Championship next week on Monday Night Raw.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. He says the battle royal is happening immediately. So Big Show comes out. So do the Hardy Boys.
Has
So
a baby face, by the way.
Yeah, he is completely shaved.
Big Show, bald head, bald face,
Chin, jaw.
everything. Sorry, Big Show, you were better when you had everything.
He looked like a fake Big Show in WWE 2K17. He's a creator wrestler now. Big Show's no more with the company, so they gotta create a wrestler and put him on the roster. The Hardy Boys, Finn Balor, and Jason Jordan also come out. Those are the only entrances they show when they come back from the break. Or, excuse me, when they come back from the break, I think Jordan comes out, and then everyone else is already in the ring, though. Those are really the only notable names, because those are the ones
no
basically...
one else matters.
Yeah, no one else. Those are basically the ones that did everything. Anderson and Gallows are in the ring. But anyway, so one thing I wanted to point out is that Michael Cole, I think, accidentally called Kurt Hawkins Curtis Hawkins.
He did.
Jerry Lawler also said Curtis Hawkins, though. So does Jerry Lawler just not know who he is and he's just going off Michael Cole?
I think so.
I think that's Curtis Hawkins.
Yeah, Jerry hasn't been there in a while. So
Yeah, I know.
It's easy to think, oh, that's Curtis Hawkins.
Yeah. Jerry just forgot about him.
Who didn't?
Yeah, he was the first man eliminated. I don't remember who by.
Everyone just kind of
they just
picked
threw,
him
yeah,
up and
that's
just
right.
tossed him
That's
over.
right.
It was great. I loved it so much.
So, Gallows and Anderson and Finn Balor worked together to eliminate the Big Show. And through the entire match, neither of the three lay a hand on each other.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was
I liked
nice.
that.
I don't think it's foreshadowing for anything. I just like that it happened in there and that shows that they're at least not enemies, you know?
Yeah, and they're referencing their time because,
Yeah.
we all remember their history in Japan.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me
I really
too.
did. I like when they acknowledge the fact that other wrestling outside of WWE actually exists.
Yeah, the past, I want to say couple years maybe, they've been doing that more, and that's nice. Very nice to see from WWE. So it comes down to, I think, about 3 or 4 guys. Finn Balor, Jeff Hardy, Jason Jordan, and Elias Sampson, I believe, are the last 4.
Yes.
Balor gets eliminated by Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt just
Because-
kind of does this
yeah.
little teleport thing and
Yeah, Wyatt wasn't in the match.
throw him in there and then leave. I don't understand this. What I don't understand is you can be in the match,
Yes.
or you can get eliminated from the match and then still eliminate someone.
Yes.
You can be outside. You can come into the match without being in the match and eliminate someone.
Yeah.
I feel like both of those are just dumb. You
Well-
should be able to get back in the ring.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's no disqualification, and there's like, you know,
But you should.
looking at it from a kayfabe standpoint, there's so much to keep track of.
Yeah.
So,
But still, the point is, if Bray Wyatt teleports his fat self in the ring, eliminates Finn Balor, it's like, get back in the ring, Finn.
yeah.
He's
I
not
get
in the
it.
match. And then,
What? Why wasn't he in the match?
Gallows? I have no idea. He probably didn't want to be. He wanted to be everywhere but there. And then, Gallows got eliminated for the match, and he still eliminated someone.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
it happened a couple times during the match. I think I'm okay with it. I don't think, like, I'm not an advocate for it. I'm not like, yeah, let that happen. I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me.
I have a problem with it just because it kind of lessens the impact of being eliminated.
Yeah.
Because now at this point, you can get back in the ring and, refs can't do anything about it. If someone throws you over the rope, it doesn't matter anyways because you're eliminated anyways. You can control the match from there anyways.
But
you actually have more power over the match.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I agree with you to an extent. I don't think it would be... I think it'd be a little less exciting when someone interferes. But they could always just hit a finisher and then the other person in the match could just eliminate him and cost him victory, the classic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I agree with you. I don't mind that much. Battle Royals usually aren't that interesting or important. I guess I would care a lot more if it was the Rumble. Then I would... And that doesn't really usually happen in the Rumble. Maybe once every couple years that'll happen.
Like what happened with Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
I don't remember that.
I think it was one of them was going to get in, coming down to get in the ring, and the other one just like blindsided him, and he never even got in the match.
Okay, but that's different though.
Yeah.
That's just injuring someone because he hasn't stepped in the ring yet and taking his place because it's a Royal Rumble, so you can probably do that. I guess. You have 30 slots, one's empty, you got nothing on the card, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So Jason Jordan also the two Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas were also still in the match.
Yeah, they were.
They were in the entire Intercontinental Battle Royal. Miz helped them a couple times. But
which I like.
Jordan eliminates both Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas at the same time, and then immediately eliminates Elias Sampson, and then Jeff Hardy. Excuse me, not Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Hardy throws Jason Jordan over the top, winning the number one contendership.
Which surprised me a lot. I thought Jason Jordan was going to win.
Well, so I watched Monday Night Raw like a little while late than like after it airs because I have DVR and I skip the commercials because I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah.
And every now and then I'll fast forward something I really, really don't care about and I'll just watch the YouTube video of it later. And I got a notification on my phone that told me Jeff Hardy won the Intercontinental Championship because the title of the video was, I think it was something along the lines of Jeff Hardy confident about his Intercontinental title shot or something like that. So I knew he would win, but I imagine I would have probably assumed Jordan would win if I didn't know the outcome already. Because that was supposedly supposed to happen at SummerSlam, Jordan versus The Miz.
Why didn't that happen?
I don't know. It was pushed to the pre-show, which is really dumb considering there was about it looked like the arena had maybe a few hundred people in it while they were wrestling, and that's I don't know why they would put them on that early. The Miz, the Hardys, and Jason Jordan and who else was the Miz Taraj should not be wrestling in front of 200 people in a giant arena.
No, they shouldn't.
That number's probably not accurate, but it was a very small number.
They should be on the main show, like the middle match.
The Intercontinental Championship should be on the main show getting defended.
Yes. It shouldn't be on the pre-show for
at the beginning.
No reason.
No.
It's just dumb. Why have a pre-show anyways?
I guess maybe partially for that. I don't know. Maybe because they want to cut down the time on the main card show because it's at this point WWE's main 4 pay-per-views are so long.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good.
Yeah, they are. SummerSlam, we didn't get a review out, but it was I think is the best word to describe it.
I did like the main event of SummerSlam.
Yeah, the main event was amazing.
Because
the main event made up for all the garbage that was before.
You had Braun Strowman, my favorite man in that match, come through, put Brock Lesnar through 2 announce tables, fling a third one on top of Lesnar, have him go, and then Lesnar carted out on a stretcher.
Yep.
Lesnar come back, destroy everybody, and pin Roman Reigns.
Yep.
I loved it.
Everything was perfect. Strowman, I highly doubt he will beat Lesnar, but he should. He deserves
I
it.
want him to.
Braun Strowman
so
has,
much.
I think, more than anyone I've been alive to watch, has really proven himself over the past year. When he debuted, I didn't like him at all.
Neither. He was not good.
He was terrible in the ring. Everything he did was weirdly awkward and stiff in a bad way.
Yeah, and it was just because he was new to it.
Yeah. They brought him up
just,
prematurely. Now he's really grown into.
He's a monster.
Yeah, he fits in his mold in WWE where he's supposed to be. He fits the character perfectly. I think he's got everything figured out, and so does WWE.
And he doesn't even need to be high flying to be interesting. He just needs to scream brawn and throw people around.
Yeah, and punch people through
exactly
the ring.
what he does, and he is amazing at it.
Yep, throw people through ambulances, and
he just
survive being killed.
I think he can actually go through his entire career just beating up Roman Reigns, and everybody would be great with it.
Yeah. We're going to get to something later on with Roman that was very interesting. I really want to talk about that. But next up, we have Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. And Sheamus distracts Rollins, letting Cesaro get an uppercut and then a schoolboy for the win. And then Ambrose has a match with Sheamus. And Ambrose wins with the Dirty Deeds thanks to a distraction by Rollins and Cesaro. Nothing really there.
I love the fact that Ambrose and Rollins are now together, and they're the tag champs, and they're working amazingly together.
Yeah, they're on a hot streak right now.
It's making me so happy seeing them together. I want Roman to come back with them.
I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
I want them to.
I know, me too.
I want it to happen during the match we're gonna get to later on at No Mercy.
Yeah.
And
I didn't think of that. All right, well, hang on.
To be beautiful.
Let's kind of just skim through. We got one more thing real quick, and then we'll talk about that because I'm ready to talk about it. Mickie James versus Emma. Emma wins, and then annoyingly, I love Emma, but annoyingly, she just repeated that she started the women's revolution until she leaves. Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
It was dumb.
It sounds dumb.
She beat Mickie James clean. And then she said, I started the women's revolution. I started the women's revolution. All the way to the backstage. It was enough. I get it. You want to,
take credit.
Yeah, that's her character.
She's just dumb.
Yeah, whatever. Her and Paige, I think, can be credited to that.
I think it's more Paige, though.
Do you?
Yeah, Emma didn't do much.
In NXT, they fought each other for the first NXT Women's Championship. I think that was the start of everything. They had a great match, too.
Yeah, you're right.
I would credit her. I'd credit her. You can't do it alone.
You can. Remember that one guy who wrestled the blow-up doll? He did it by himself, pretty much.
Kota Ibushi?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Fair enough. That's fine. Okay, here we are. Kurt Angle is in the ring for a Roman Reigns and John Cena contract signing. Now, normally I'd question why you'd sign a contract for a normal match at No Mercy, but I don't care because this segment was amazing. Things were discussed when Cena and Reigns kind of came out at the same time. They didn't really usually you have one come out, talk about the other guy, and the other guy comes out. I think Cena might have said a few things before Reigns came out, but it wasn't nothing major.
No.
Things started heating up. Now, apparently this wasn't a shoot promo. Everything was supposed to happen except for, I think, Cena's line, which we'll get to. I don't have everything quoted exactly, but things were talked about from John Cena burying young talent to Roman Reigns not being able to cut a promo. At one point, Roman Reigns stuttered for a split second, and immediately John Cena said, "It's called a promo, kid. If you're going to be at the top, learn how to cut one." And Reigns got infuriated. I think you could see it on his face. He's like, "Okay, here we go. I got this." And I think he cut the best promo he's ever cut. Still, however, John Cena completely outclassed him.
Of course. John Cena has 10 or so years on him, and he screams a lot with a lot of everything, and it's amazing.
John Cena, really, I don't know why they want us to cheer Roman Reigns. And yeah, I know, Reigns is great in the ring, and this promo was fine by him, but I don't know what they're trying to achieve, and whatever they're doing with Reigns, because obviously they still want Reigns to be the top guy. Yeah. And they're trying new stuff out. Like, okay, we gotta work around this to try and get him to be the top, because for some reason they're so pushy about them choosing the guy instead of the fans. But I don't know what they wanted to happen. I'm sure they got the reaction they wanted. But what's the long-term plan for Reigns? John Cena he didn't bury Roman, but he outclassed him by miles and miles. John Cena just destroyed him on the microphone.
I mean,
It was no contest.
you've got Roman Reigns, who is just now getting to be okay doing promos. And basically the most he does whenever he is in those situations like that is just be like, cut cute little one-liners that are kind of funny.
His comebacks to Cena, half of it was just some curse words that he wanted to say to make it, I guess. His voice was intense, but I think when you just use like 4 curse words in 1 or 2 sentences, it just it's fake intensity. You know what I mean? WWE has a lot of fake intensity when they use those words.
And then you've got Cena.
John Cena.
You've got John Cena, who, whenever he cuts a promo, his intensity goes from, calm and normal.
1 to 12?
Yeah, it's just 1 to 12 instantly. And
Yeah.
he just stays at 12 for 90% of the time, screaming
He
going and just destroying everybody on the mic.
Every single thing Reigns said, Cena just laughed off. It just completely deflected. John Cena was just wearing armor, and Reigns was just throwing little hacky sacks at him, and it wasn't affecting him at all. And John Cena was just throwing spears at Reigns. It wasn't even close. It was great. The segment was great. Kurt Angle was just in the corner smiling the whole time, nodding.
Cena is way better in every way than Roman.
Yeah, he is. I think, honestly, he is. Even in the ring. Cena's getting up there, but he still has incredible matches. And I know AJ Styles, and he can have a great match with anyone, but AJ Styles, Shinsuke,
Kevin
Owens, all these guys.
I'll even say like The Rock and Undertaker and people like them.
Yeah.
Just
Has he ever faced Undertaker?
He did once,
He
like
did?
10 years ago.
Okay.
Back when he was still rapper Cena.
Okay.
Heck, I mean, even his SummerSlam match where he got destroyed by Brock Lesnar. That's one of my favorite SummerSlam matches ever.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it showed Cena, not being Super Cena and Lesnar being, I'm going to kill you and eat you.
Yeah.
Cena just has amazing matches.
Yeah.
Now, some of them, the outcomes on them are not good.
Yeah.
Like with the Nexus.
Yeah, that's a classic.
And, with Rusev.
One thing I want to point out that Cena said, which I completely disagree with, is when Roman Reigns blamed him for burying people and burying them and not letting them rise, John Cena said that he doesn't determine who's at the top, the fans do. That's wrong. That is not accurate whatsoever. If the fans decided who was on top right now, it'd be AJ Styles, and if Daniel Bryan wasn't injured, it would be him. Roman Reigns would not be anywhere near it.
No, he'd be at the bottom.
He would be
Kurt Hawkins.
I think he would be in the middle because he wouldn't be hated, and I think people would probably like him.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't shoved down everyone's throats. But to say that the fans choose who's the top guy is completely inaccurate. I think that's furthest from the truth that it could have been.
Even in a kayfabe standpoint.
Yeah.
I think that should have been more said.
None of this.
I don't choose who gets to the top. The best is on the top.
Yeah, but
that would have been better.
None of this promo was kayfabe. This was all fake shoot, kayfabe shoot, I guess.
It's just.
But also John Cena says that Roman Reigns is just a corporate bootleg of himself, which I think that's a pretty good way to describe how WWE presents Roman Reigns and how most people feel about him.
Right? Most people don't like Roman.
No. I like him as a wrestler. I don't like his character, and I think he's booked poorly. I think if you want to get Roman Reigns over,
make him heel.
Not if you don't want to do that, just repackage him. I know that's a lot because Reigns they've been
injure him.
No, what?
No, here's what you do. Kayfabe injure him.
No, okay.
And take him off air for a while, and then rebuild his character. Reprogram him.
Repackage him. Take his music, cause that's the Shields. Take it away. Take his stupid vest and his stupid pants. Take them away. Pants. I don't like either.
I don't like the vest. I like the pants. They suit him. Give him just a muscle shirt with the pants.
Then he's Dean Ambrose.
Okay, but Ambrose. Okay, I forgot Ambrose was wearing that.
Yeah. Give Reigns whatever else he wants. Don't give him a damn vest because that's so stupid. he can keep the pants. I don't care. Just take the vest away because it's dumb. Give him time to build up his character, I guess, off screen. Maybe do some house shows. Some kind of character, because he's got none. He's just a big dog, I think, is his character. He's a big dog that goes rough every now and then, and people back away because you're supposed to.
Yeah.
So
Roman, I'm not sorry for this. You're dumb. Your character is dumb.
his character sucks.
You don't have a character.
I don't blame him.
I can't say his character's dumb. He really doesn't have
He
one.
really doesn't. I don't blame him though. I honestly
really
don't.
not.
I think he's good, and I think probably if
He's trying.
yeah, well
He
he's
is
doing.
trying.
I think he's doing the best he can with what he has, with the exception of promos. But honestly, he doesn't need to cut promos. Strowman barely gets ever promo. He just always yells Braun. Lesnar.
And I'm not finished with you.
Yeah. Lesnar barely says anything. Reigns doesn't need to say much. Get him to cut promos on house shows until he gets better, and I'm sure he does every now and then. Rebuild just repackage Roman Reigns. They're repackaging Ziggler, repackage Roman.
I do want to say, when Brock Lesnar, when Paul Heyman was just praising Braun Strowman, and talking about how Brock Lesnar's going to come kill Braun Strowman,
Mm-hmm.
and then Lesnar took the mic and said, "Suplex City,"
Yeah.
that just killed it.
Yeah.
It had no intensity. It was just, it killed all the momentum Paul Heyman built.
I guess so, but I don't know. I didn't quite see it that way because Lesnar barely ever speaks, and when did that happen? That happened.
That happened almost the beginning of the show.
Okay,
That happened like after the Battle Royal, I think.
Yeah, I think I forgot to jot that down. So I'm glad you remembered it. But
Most of the time when Lesnar takes the mic and he says something, it usually just intensifies even more because
Well,
he doesn't talk much.
to be fair, Heyman was kind of rambling a little bit.
He was.
Heyman's always great, but I know Heyman's rambling is better than most people's any promo. But he was kind of rambling a little bit, so I don't know. I thought it was fine. I'm glad Lesnar's on Raw every week. That's enough for me to be a little happy. He's doing better than Jinder.
Yeah, I don't like Jinder Mahal.
Okay.
I still don't like Jinder Mahal.
So, we didn't even get to the end of the segment. The club, Gallows and Anderson come out, interrupt Reigns and Cena just before they come to blows, as they say. Maybe I'll use a different term next time. The two challenge them to a tag match, and John Cena and Roman Reigns win. Did nothing really.
I don't understand how.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, to be fair, Cena and Reigns, yeah, I guess you would have them go over on Anderson and Gallows. It wasn't a squash match, but it wasn't far from it.
Just dumb. Just dumb.
Yeah. So, next up, Elias is in the ring, because I don't believe he's being called Elias Sampson anymore.
Which is dumb.
Yeah. They're in Memphis, Tennessee, and the King, being from Memphis and a legendary Southern wrestler, interrupts him and says he's got a wrestler from Memphis, Tennessee to see, I guess. And he brings out Pelvis Wesley from Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was dumb. I love Southpaw Regional Wrestling, but I don't want Slater to get the Sandow treatment. Jinder Mahal is WWE World Champion. I know this has been said so many times. Drew McIntyre is the NXT champion. Where's Slater's Universal Championship? Because 3MB needs world titles right now. They're one away from having all world championships.
That's a WrestleMania match right there.
Yeah. Keep McIntyre with that title. I will accept Jinder Mahal as champion if you give Slater that Universal title.
WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar versus Heath Slater.
Schoolboy.
Heath Slater just somehow wins.
How about Lesnar goes for a German? Slater lands on his feet. I think he can do that.
I hope he can.
Lands on his feet. Schoolboy, 1, 2, 3. Slater's new Universal Champion. He gets...
Slater leaves forever.
Yeah, he's gone. He's out back. And then we get a 30-minute promo at the opening of Raw with 3MB back together. All holding world championships. How would that be? The next night I'd probably be like, this is so stupid. But for that night, that would be amazing. To see all three of them with championships. Slater's the only one that hasn't gotten one. He's gotten the tag, but...
Not a big one.
Jinder Mahal, and Slater's the only one that didn't leave also.
Yeah.
So if you leave WWE, Slater, come back and you'll get a world title.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody's done.
Yeah, come back better. Slater's cool, but he's not as good as Mahal, I don't think, honestly.
Though
in
Mahal's
the ring,
not that good.
in the ring.
Well, he's not bad.
I think Slater's better on the mic, but
He is.
Mahal's boring, so boring on the microphone. I mostly just tune him out when he doesn't say anything new. But anyway, I'll talk about that on SmackDown. McIntyre's great at everything. So, have you been watching much NXT?
I haven't.
Well, they had a takeover this Saturday before SummerSlam, and that's when Rude lost the championship to Drew McIntyre. That's why he's on SmackDown now. And Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish jumped Sanity and Drew McIntyre. So, Adam Cole's in NXT now with Red Dragon, which is Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. They were tagged in Ring of Honor. So, things are looking pretty bright for NXT. Apparently, the Authors of Pain, because they lost the tag titles as well to Sanity.
Really?
Yes. Nikki Cross, I think, died. So, I'll just explain this spot to you. I know this is kind of out of place, but who cares? This is our podcast. So, I think one of the Authors of Pain, I don't know them apart. I don't know the difference between them. But one of them had, Nikki Cross tried to jump from the top rope and onto one of them, but he caught her because she weighs like 2 pounds compared to him.
Yeah.
And Killigan Dane, there was a table laid down behind that Author of Pain and Nikki Cross, and Killigan Dane ran full speed and just cross-bodied Nikki Cross and that Author of Pain through the table, and Nikki Cross just looked like she died.
Nikki Cross, please be okay. I like you a lot.
Absolutely squashed. Literally. It was good to see them let a female wrestler take a bump. That was a big bump. Probably as big as it could have been, with the two biggest guys in the match. Sandwiching Nikki Cross to death. But she's
That's
fine.
like, what, 600 pounds right
Probably.
there? Killing Nikki Cross?
Yes. She's fine, though, it seems. So
I hope so.
it was a cool spot. The whole match was great. If you want to go back and watch something, go back and watch NXT. It was better than SummerSlam by leagues and miles.
Of course, it's NXT TakeOver.
Yeah.
The only thing it's really not better than is WrestleMania.
Yep.
And that's because WWE saves their star power for WrestleMania unless everybody's injured.
Ember Moon and Asuka also had a match on NXT, which was great. Asuka kept the title. However, Asuka has an injury. I think she broke her collarbone during the match, which they had made no indication of. She just completely ignored that broken collarbone that whole match. I don't know when it broke. It's not visible on the network, but it was a great match between the two. Last time Asuka cheated to win, but she did not this time. So because of her collarbone injury, Asuka dropped the NXT Women's Championship and said she is in kayfabe probably in talks with SmackDown and Raw. She is still undefeated. I think like 500 days undefeated.
That
a little
is
over
amazing.
500, and I think over a year as champion, undefeated.
That is just amazing.
Yeah. So protect that streak, please, till the end of time. Till some 5-year-old girl that's 5 right now grows up and beats her, because that's maybe that's a bit much, but honestly that's incredible. Asuka deserves all of it. She's the best women's wrestler in WWE, I think, by far. And I know you have all the 4 horsewomen, and Bliss is great, and Naomi's good, but
I don't like her finisher.
Asuka's amazing. Yeah, well, her finisher's the moonsault now, so that's like a signature, I guess, if it was a game.
But, anyways, what else we got on Raw?
Oh, we got one more segment. This is kind of good segue. The women's division on Monday Night Raw. We have one more women's championship match on Raw. What a surprise. At this point, every women's championship match on Raw, you can mostly correctly predict the title will change. Because Alexa Bliss had a rematch with Sasha Banks, and she won clean with a DDT, winning the women's championship back. And
This disappoints me.
Yeah. And after the match, now I love Bliss as champion. Alexa Bliss is great and she deserves it. But why? I don't know. After the match, Nia Jax comes out, and the announcers are putting these two over like they've been friends for months. I don't think that's been the case.
No,
I'm pretty sure they've been fighting each other. Alexa Bliss wanted to be friends, and they weren't for the past, like, how long has it been? Since before SummerSlam. Maybe before that. So I don't know why they're trying to just say, these two have been friends, great friends for a long time. And then they have the Evolution heel turn, as I like to call it, because Nia Jax had Alexa Bliss on her shoulder and then just slammed her down like a turn on Alexa Bliss. They were celebrating with the championship. I wasn't shocked. I was like, oh. When she came out, I thought, oh, Nia Jax is coming out to destroy Alexa Bliss. I did not think, oh, she's coming out as a friend. So, I don't know what they thought that was what was going to go down there. How they thought people would react.
I don't know. Because, I mean, Nia Jax kind of just... Or Alexa Bliss, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kind of killed that friendship.
Yeah,
I don't remember
it
when
never
exactly she
started.
did.
It was like, I think, one tag match, and then Nia Jax...
Well, they were kind of buddy-buddy for a while.
Short while.
But then Alexa Bliss, or during that tournament, that gauntlet match where Nia Jax got beat by Sasha.
Yeah.
That's kind of when that entire thing just fell apart.
Yeah.
They weren't even close to friends since then.
No, I don't, and I wanted them to be. A while back, if you remember, I was always saying I really would like Bliss and Jax to be a team. I think they would look good together.
That would be an amazing team.
Yeah. But it never happened. So I don't know why this happened.
I'm okay with it.
As if, yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't know. The women's division is kind of a mess on all shows.
It is a confusing mess that is sometimes good to watch and sometimes makes you want to stab yourself.
Yeah. I think that's all on Monday Night Raw. We'll move to SmackDown, and anything we forget, we'll say at the end of the show. Or sometime in the middle of SmackDown, because once again, this is our podcast. We do what we want.
We're also very random with it, so, get over it.
Was there a Cruiserweight match on
There was.
Enzo
Amore and Noam Dar.
Yeah, I did write that down, but I skimmed over it because it doesn't matter. But we'll talk about it.
I liked that match.
It was pretty good.
I liked how Enzo was just like, and here's my opponent, Noam Dar.
Mm-hmm.
So they introduced him, and it was, I don't remember what else he said, except for calling him soft.
Yeah.
And then they were putting him a Noam Dar over like he's a really good wrestler, even though he hasn't won a match, and I don't ever know.
He hasn't won a feud, and he's barely won any matches.
I don't even know if he's won a match.
I think he won against Alexander when the Fox was back.
Because, I mean, other than that, I don't know. Noam Dar he's good. Yeah, I like Noam Dar.
I think, honestly, he should be on NXT. I think he'd be a good fit there. Maybe tag with someone.
But to say that, just put him over like he's a really good wrestler, kayfabe-wise, is dumb. Because he's not.
Yeah, they just tried
if
to...
If you look at his track record, he fucking sucks.
They just tried to superficially say, that... Try to make it seem like Enzo's getting a big victory, you know?
Yeah.
I
mean, he kind of was.
So.
It is his first match, and Noam Dar is a veteran in the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, veteran as you can be with it being like, what, a year maybe?
Yeah.
But I had a point that I forgot. Well, that's gone. I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, let's just move into SmackDown, and then if you remember it, we can say it just randomly, because, oh well.
Yep, who cares?
Our podcast.
Yep. Okay. So,
don't hate us.
Next up, we have SmackDown Live from last night at the time of recording, and hopefully upload. I thought okay, well, what did you think of Raw first, real quick, before we get into this?
To be honest, it wasn't good.
No, I don't think
I was falling asleep during it.
It was a lot of it was pretty boring.
I actually had to finish it this morning.
I remember what I was gonna say.
because I was falling asleep.
Yeah, I skimmed through a couple things. I skimmed through all the backstage interviews. Ooh. So, Enzo...
Excuse his rudeness.
Excuse me. The crowd's not really behind Enzo Amore at all anymore. They pop for the soft chant. But I think that's really about it. They don't seem to react to much else. I can't really blame him. Enzo's kind of falling off for me. But I dig it still.
It sucks, though, because Enzo is really awesome. Yeah. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's cool. Alright, now we get into SmackDown. So, first up, right out of the gate, right out of the gate, actually, they announced a tag match in the main event, which is Jinder Mahal and Rusev. They're reuniting, which I wish they would have said anything about. They talked nothing about the, I think it was the League of Nations, right, with Sheamus and... No, that was... Who was Rusev and Mahal? That was just a random team.
Yeah.
They didn't have a name, huh? Rusev and Mahal, they didn't say nothing about them reuniting or anything.
So are they an official team now?
No.
Okay, good.
I have a bit to say about Rusev. I don't know if you heard about it, but...
I haven't, obviously.
Okay.
I don't think.
So, Jinder Mahal comes out to say that someone has to pay for his loss again, or for what's been happening with Shinsuke and all the, Singh Brothers had a match last week against Shinsuke, handicap match.
They obviously lost.
Yeah, Shinsuke got the win. And they apologize to him. They start fake crying with no tears. And they said they'd like to kiss Jinder Mahal's royal feet.
Which is disgusting, by the way.
Well, his boots
Don't
are
ever
probably
do that.
clean.
It doesn't matter. He's been walking.
Yeah.
You don't know what's on that floor. That is disgusting. No.
Alright.
No, what is wrong with you people?
Just before they actually do kiss his feet, they kind of stall for a second because I guess it took a bit for Shinsuke's music to hit, but Shinsuke shows up. And the Singh brothers, Jinder Mahal, jumps Shinsuke Nakamura before Randy Orton shows up to help, which makes Rusev show up, super kick Orton, and Mahal and Rusev take out the two. And that's not until the tag match, and we don't see the four again until the tag match later that night. And
Pretty okay segment, except
yeah, it
for
was
the feet
fine.
part.
SmackDown, this week was fine. I guess I'll just continue. The next match is the Ascension versus Shelton Benjamin, his return to SmackDown Live, and Chad Gable.
Now, last week, we didn't get a video out on it, but
No.
when they announced this tag team, Chad Gable he just geeked out.
Yeah,
And I liked it a lot.
me too. Gable has a lot of personality. In
Yes.
NXT, when he was trying to get with Jordan, he was just kind of berating Jason Jordan into tag teaming with him, and then when they won a match, Jason Jordan realized, oh, this is a pretty good team, and that's how it worked from there. It felt really like organic and just it felt nice to see them come together. And I wish Jason, I don't want Jordan to be in the tag anymore. I want him to be a singles wrestler. I think he deserves that, and I don't think this tag team will last long. Despite them having neutrons and new music, I don't think it'll last long. In the
It's not
beginning,
gonna.
in the beginning of the match, Gable went for a tag move with Benjamin.
Yeah, and Benjamin just brushed it
He
off.
shoved him out of the way. He shoved Gable out of the way, and then just started kicking and punching the Ascension. The commentators didn't say anything about it, and they didn't show a replay of it or nothing. So I don't know what happened. It doesn't seem like that was planned, because I thought maybe when I saw that I was like, oh okay, this tag match won't last, or this tag team won't last long at all, because Benjamin's selfish or whatever, and he wants to life for himself. Maybe Benjamin heel turn, but they didn't play up on that anymore. And after they won, they were hugging and happy with each other. So I don't know what happened with Shelton there.
Maybe he just forgot what to do. Or, I don't know. Maybe
you
he's just
forget-
not used to tag teaming. I don't know.
He was a tag team with Kurt Angle,
Well,
a very famous tag team.
I don't
You
know.
can't. I don't think you forget to do a tag move when someone else is holding him for you, and just push the guy out of the way and start kicking. I don't know what the angle is there. I assumed it was planned.
It might be, and
it
they
wasn't-
just never followed up on it.
The commentators didn't even say it when it happened. They were just like, oh, and I guess we'll go back and listen. I could be wrong, but I don't remember them saying anything about it. They just
I
kind
don't
of
either.
brushed
but
it off. Anyway, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable get the win. Honestly, after a longer match than I would have thought against the Ascension, it was a pretty good match. It was fine. It was just to show that Shelton Benjamin and it was just to introduce the two, Benjamin and Gable. I hope it doesn't last long, and I hope Shelton Benjamin came back to put Chad Gable over. And I want Chad Gable versus AJ Styles for the U.S. title.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, give them because they had an amazing 5, 7, 10-minute match.
Yeah, it was not a very
They
long
could have-
match, but it was incredible.
Yeah, they could have an incredible 25-minute match for the U.S. title.
Give them a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Okay, that's a bit much.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, but you need a feud for that. I don't think you just give that out of nowhere.
Well, obviously you're going to build a feud
Let-
between
let-
them because that would be an amazing feud in itself. That's a WrestleMania match right there.
Let AJ lose the title to Gable clean. All right, out of nowhere. Wow, AJ doesn't have to lose the feud, right?
Yeah.
This is just to get Gable on somewhere near the main event level because AJ deserves every title in the world. But Chad Gable can win clean AJ, take the title back. They could have a rematch the next pay-per-view or even on SmackDown. Another 20, 15-minute match. AJ wins the title back. At the next pay-per-view, they could have a 30-minute Iron Man match or a 2 out of 3 falls match or whatever to, like, blow the feud off. And AJ can win. That's fine. But give Gable, just push him to the moon as low-key as you can. Just, like, let him just get up there.
Build himself up
Yeah,
there.
he's
Because
so
Chad
good.
Gable is amazing.
I know he's still really young, so you don't have to push him straight to the moon immediately, but
Work him up there.
yeah.
Like, slowly
Not with
build
Shelton
him.
Benjamin. I love Shelton Benjamin. It sounds like I'm dissing him. He's great, but
He's a singles wrestler.
both of them should be right now. Especially Chad Gable. We just left Jason Jordan now. It kind of seems weird that Shelton Benjamin just came in to replace him. But anyway, speaking of the U.S. title, I know I kind of stopped there a bit, but AJ Styles is returning to finally officially do the U.S. Open Challenge once again, even though it doesn't really happen.
I love the U.S. Open challenges.
Me too.
I loved it when Cena did it. I love it when that Styles does it. It's it's really good. I like open. I wish every title had this, honestly.
I don't think that would be good though, because I think it would be a bit much. If every title had it, there would be no more surprises.
True.
Every superstar on the roster at one point would already have been.
But I mean, not at once though. Just every title have this at some point.
Like every now and then you have an open challenge.
Yeah, like let's say, let's see, I don't know. Let's say The Miz
Okay.
has the Intercontinental title, and he does open challenges for a while. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, I think if AJ did like pay-per-view open challenges too, that'd be nice. Just keep the U.S. title all open challenges. That's all I need.
It's really good. I
Yeah.
like it.
So before the match happened, Corbin was backstage in an interview. I didn't watch most of the interview, but they talked about it on commentary. He said he was going to answer AJ's open challenge.
He did.
However, when AJ officially starts the open challenge, Ty Dillinger comes out. But Baron Corbin interrupts him down the ramp, beats him down, and gets in the ring before being knocked out of the ring by Dillinger. Dillinger yells at the ref to start the match. I believe about 1 minute. 1 minute is how long it took for Ty Dillinger to get tapped out by AJ Styles. 1 minute. Now, that time may be a little bit off, but I promise it's not off by much.
It's really not.
That was a very, very quick match. It was
okay.
maybe, no, you know what? It was a squash match.
It was.
Dillinger had some fight back, but it really wasn't about him. It was a squash match of Ty Dillinger. Corbin tried to get back in the ring and fight him off, but AJ knocked Corbin out again. This whole segment really was nothing, in my opinion.
It really wasn't, and it's dumb.
I got excited when Dillinger came out. I was like, okay, good. We get a good, maybe 10-minute match between AJ and Ty.
Nope.
No, we get, 10% of that? And then we get Baron Corbin, who lost all of his steam. Just instantly when he failed to cash in that briefcase, I don't care about him anymore. As like a character. Corbin's cool. I think he's a good wrestler. But
I think he's great. I
can't get behind him anymore because it doesn't seem like they want him to be successful at all.
Baron Corbin is good in the ring. He's good on the mic.
I think
his character's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like his whole lone wolf thing. He actually pulls it off really good.
I don't know why he's not trying to murder everyone after that briefcase.
Because Roman Reigns tried that.
Yeah, but
obviously failed.
He didn't get in trouble.
You can't have everybody trying to murder everybody.
Yes, you can. That was Monday Night Raw. This is SmackDown Live. This is a different show.
True.
Talking Smack's gone. We need some kind of stuff.
Wait a minute. Talking Smack's gone?
Yeah, Talking Smack got canceled.
Why?
Only for after SmackDown. It's still on pay-per-view shows.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
very dumb.
Go on.
Just have Baron Corbin trying to kill everybody. Have him come in there with like a dumpster or like a dump truck one day, and just like pick someone or just like throw someone in the back of that thing and drive off.
Get Cena's golden shovel. Bury him in that dumpster.
Yeah.
I was just kidding. I just wanted to wrap that around somehow. Maybe that was a bit far. But yeah, Corbin, just give him a dumpster. That's your quote.
Have Baron Corbin killing everybody. Ty Dillinger actually worth something. Put Sami Zayn somewhere, not being the awkward uncle at the family reunion.
We'll get to Sami Zayn later. I think they do have stuff for him.
You just gotta. You can't.
Sandow, Baron Corbin?
Yeah, you can't do this. I mean,
They are, and they will. I honestly don't think.
how is Jinder Mahal the world champion and Baron Corbin not even on the main or not even relevant to anything? I just realized it. Jinder freaking Mahal,
listen.
who was the same level as Kurt Hawkins, is the world
No, okay, I
freaking
disagree with
champ.
that. Jinder Mahal is much better than Kurt Hawkins in every way.
Okay, but he was on the same level. He
Yeah,
was not
jobber
relevant
wise.
to anything.
Yeah.
And now he's the main roster,
Okay,
the
but-
main guy, and then freaking Baron Corbin can't even cash in
I
right
agree
because of
with
John
you.
Cena.
I agree with you that I don't think Mahal should be world champion right now, but I think it's good because Mahal was nothing, and he became everything immediately. I think sometimes, and I think they should do that more often. Not just bring
Every time.
Not jobbers. I don't mean just bring Heath Slater, let him win the Universal title. I was
Yes.
joking about that earlier. I don't mean just like, just let him win immediately. I just mean when like
Surprises
sometimes,
every now and
surprise, like not like a. I don't mean surprise like Lesnar beating the streak or like just a random surprise. I mean like a surprise that's like a kind of a slow burn surprise. As far as surprises go, like you get Zayn wins a number one contenders match. Yay! He's like, whoa! I didn't expect Sami Zayn to win. I thought Jeff Jarrett would have done it. And then you get him going to the pay per view to fight for a title, and he wins the title. It's like, whoa! That's unexpected too. And then that's all you need. That's what happened with Mahal. And at the time I was cool with it. I was like, this is fine.
No, it's not.
He can win the title, and then he can drop it soon. He didn't. He didn't drop it at SummerSlam. I think he should have. I don't think he had to. I think he should have. It was getting interesting with Great Khali. But it's no
Where's
longer
Khali
interesting.
now, anyways?
He's probably back in India. I don't think they contracted him. I think he's still India. Indian Indie. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Thank you. I'm here all week.
We have puns all the time, bros.
That's right.
And broettes, I guess, and those of you who aren't a gender.
Sisters, the opposite of brothers is...
Broettes.
Alright, okay. Next up we have Bobby Roode versus Mike Kanellis. Roode wins with a glorious DDT clean. Nothing really, just to show how amazing.
I love the glorious DDT.
I love Bobby Roode.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I'd rather a glorious bomb, but I'm okay with glorious DDT. It looks nice.
It's also really cool how he just like freaking pulls them up and then slams them on their face. It's beautiful.
It's at least not a normal DDT like the Dirty D's. I know the Dirty D's is a double underhook DDT, but it's DDT. I guess it makes sense. Whatever, who cares? Bobby Roode's amazing. I'm sure he'll continue to be. I hope he gets a world title shot soon. Push him to the moon right now because he's old.
He needs it.
Yeah, he needs. Well, I don't think he needs it, but he deserves it.
Nope, he needs it because if they don't do anything with him soon, they'll never do anything with him because this is the WWE.
Fair enough. Well, you want to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. There's two really big things I want to talk about tonight. This is the first one. Kevin Owens interrupts Aiden English. Tells him English just came out, kind of talk. The whole deal with Aiden English every week. Tells him to leave and shows a replay from last week where Shane McMahon replaced Baron Corbin as special guest referee in the U.S. title rematch against AJ Styles. Kevin Owens calls Shane an egomaniac and says that SmackDown Live is just his playground. Shane McMahon comes out and says he was just doing his job, and he tells Kevin Owens to leave the ring and that Aiden English has a match with Sami Zayn right now. Normal so far. Kevin Owens went on commentary. Sami Zayn and Aiden English started wrestling after the commercial break, I believe. And Owens kind of ranted on commentary for a couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes, about how the referees in WWE suck. So he ran in the ring, made the referee take his referee shirt off, put it on, and then he pop-up powerbombed Sami Zayn and gave Aiden English the victory and then left. The whole show, apparently, because backstage, Shane McMahon said he just left the show. What did you think of all of this?
I actually didn't see this part.
You didn't see it.
But this sounds...
It was great.
It sounds awesome.
Kevin Owens is amazing. Sami Zayn, Looks like he's going into a feud with Owens again.
which I'm okay with.
I'm okay with
It's always good.
Yeah, but I don't think, because I think honestly the only reason he might be going into a feud with Shane, but I think it looks like it's more with Zayn. I don't know why he wouldn't at this point. He kind of screwed Sami Zayn over, so if Sami doesn't want revenge, then he's gonna look stupid. But I'm okay with it. I think they always have great matches, and I think they have good feuds too. But I don't know if it's a good idea to rely on Owens and Zayn as a feud if you have nothing for them, because that's what it feels like. Feels like they have nothing.
I'd rather
for
it be a Owens Shane feud, honestly.
Me too. We haven't seen that before.
Yeah, and Shane O'Mac, even though he's older, he is pretty good in the ring.
Yeah, he's fine. His punches look stupid, but he's a good wrestler.
Well, they're also more boxing punches than actual wrestling punches.
Yeah, but they don't really look like boxing punches very much.
But it's kind of what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it's fine.
It looks like it's like he had a little bit of MMA training and then went into wrestling.
Yeah, he's like, I got this. Sammy should. I'm okay with him being in a feud with Owens, I guess, but I want something new for Sami Zayn. Maybe a U.S. title feud with AJ instead of Corbin. That would be great.
That would be amazing because both of those guys are really good.
Yeah, you don't always have to have face versus heel. You could have two good wrestlers, and that's the story.
Like
They're
with
two
John
good
Cena
wrestlers.
and Roman.
Like with,
that's two faces right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's probably the case.
That's the only one I can think of that's going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's move on. Next up, we have the New Day versus the Usos. The winner determines the stipulation for the title match. They didn't say when the title match was. I guess it'll be at the next pay-per-view. Hell in a Cell, I think it is. I didn't see most of this match, but I did see the finish, and the Usos won with a schoolboy roll-up, and whichever Us was holding the tights of Kofi.
It's a pretty good match. I mean,
I'm sure it was. I think I might go back and watch their SummerSlam match because apparently that was incredible.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. It was on the kickoff show. But people are saying that that's one of the best tag team title matches of the year, of a very long time, including the match with Sanity, which was a great match. So if it's better than that, I think I might have to check it out.
Yeah, I think I might have to also.
Next up, Lana introduces Tamina, Rusev style. And during the match, again, Rusev style, she tells Tamina to crush. She got a microphone this time, yelling at Tamina to crush the local jobber that was wrestling Tamina. Nia, you know the whole deal with Nia Jax, give her a local jobber. And I know it wasn't Nia Jax only, it was everyone they put over as a monster they do this for, but most recently it was Nia Jax. Yeah, Strowman.
Which I should maybe start liking jobber matches just because of Braun.
Yeah. Ryback used to do it a lot too. Ryback was cool though because he would get like 2 and 3 people at a time. Strowman did that as well, I think actually.
He wrestled like 3 peeps at once and just killed them.
Of course, Tamina wins, and Lana and Tamina seem. Is Lana no longer wrestling?
I don't think for now.
So, I guess now is a good time as ever to get into the Rusev's deal. So apparently, and I don't think there's actual factual evidence of this, but it has been said. I can't source you, but if it's a lot of wrestling news sites are reporting that Rusev asked for his release from the WWE due to frustration with everything that booking on SmackDown Live basically is it. However, they are going to make Rusev finish out his contract, which is a few more months. So, I don't think Rusev is going to be doing anything of importance for the next few months. And that might include Lana. Lana, I imagine she would go with Rusev if he leaves.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if she's done wrestling, and maybe this is her way for
Going
her character.
out.
Yeah. And maybe Tamina kills her to write them off. Maybe Lana won't go with Rusev, but
it's definitely interesting.
I feel like if
Because
if you're married to someone, you're not going to want to be on the road the whole time without them, especially after Rusev and Lana probably travel together everywhere they
Yeah.
go now. So
it would be incredibly hard.
Yeah, it'd probably
to do.
suck. So I imagine she would leave, and they could always go Ring of Honor. I'd love to see Rusev indie wrestling. That'd be great.
That would be probably the best thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Besides
I want to
Braun
see.
Strowman.
I want to see Aries indie. I want him to come back. He's got a few months before he can come back due to a no compete clause by WWE.
Yeah.
But when he comes back, I'm hoping for Ring of Honor, maybe New Japan for a Bullet Club. Aries in the Bullet Club would be great. Perfect.
Aries versus Cody Rhodes.
Aries, why versus?
Because that would be an amazing match.
It would be. Aries versus Kenny Omega would be great too.
Aries versus anybody would
Aries
be an
versus
amazing
literally
match.
anyone. Cheeseburger. Do you know who Cheeseburger is?
I know what a cheeseburger is.
Do you know who Cheeseburger is?
No, I have no idea who cheeseburger is.
We're gonna sidetrack this show for a second because I'm gonna show you a picture of Cheeseburger, and you tell me he's pretty good from what I haven't seen much of him, but he's a cool guy. He's a tiny man.
Are we tiny? Are we talking tiny in stature?
Yes, not in height.
Oh my god!
But yeah, so that's Cheeseburger. He is a Ring of Honor wrestler. I think he's still wrestles for Ring of Honor, but I like him. I dig him. He's pretty cool.
That is a really scrawny dude.
Yes, he is. He's a very, very skinny man. But he's rad. Cheeseburger.
Is he good?
Yeah, he is. He's fine. It's been like a year since I've seen him wrestle, but I remember watching him and enjoying him. So, next up, we have my favorite segment has returned, which is funny because the last Fashion Files was the last episode we had where we reviewed it. So we're back, and we're back with more Fashion Files.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. This Fashion Files is called Back to the Basics. Or Back to Basics because they're done with Fashion Peaks, and evident of that by the boxes. The show opens and it pans out, and the 2B sign that they got out of the pie from a while back, they had put it on the bulletin board or whatever kind of board that they have. They just hit the mic. I don't know if that made a sound or not. But they had that on the board, and it panned out to some boxes that said Fashion Peaks on it because they were moving away from the Fashion Peaks. So, Breeze introduces Fandango to some high-frequency listening devices, aka headphones. Did you see the Fashion Files this week?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Then I got this for you. He's got a table with some devices on it. He's introducing Fandango to some detective tools, I guess. He introduces him to some high-frequency listening devices, which are just headphones, a black light, and a belt, which Fandango mistakes for as a title, and some friendship bracelets.
Aww.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah, I know. So Tyler Breeze claps to turn the lights off, and he uses the black light to look at the boxes. There's 5 boxes, but 3 of them have arrows on them. The top one and the 2 below the top one. They all point to each other in a circle. And Breeze is following it. This arrow goes here and here and here and here, and he's just constantly going in a circle before Fandango stops him, picks up the top box, turns it around. Breeze follows it once again, back to the board, to the 2B sign, and under 2B, in the blacklight text, I guess it would be invisible ink or whatever you write with that you can see in blacklight.
Probably invisible ink.
It says, or not to be. So the whole message is to be or not to be. And
Damn, Shakespeare, but I don't remember who. Shakespeare. Hamlet?
Yeah, I believe so.
If I'm wrong, please don't shoot me.
No one cares. No one cares if
I
you're wrong.
care. Some people care. They're very anal about that stuff.
Okay, fair enough. I think you're right, though. I think it was Hamlet.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong.
Breezango suspects that Aiden English is the wizard behind the attacks, I guess, which I hope is not the case, and I doubt will be.
I kind of do, because then it gives Aiden English actually something to do besides sing praise about himself
Yeah.
and then get beat up.
That was
At
really...
least he's allowed to sing. Elias isn't even allowed to do that.
No.
He's just allowed to say, "Who wants to walk with Elias?"
Yeah.
Play some strums, get a word out, and then someone comes out and interrupts him and then beats him up, because that's what happens nowadays.
Well, there's your tag team. Elias and English.
I don't know how good that'd be. I would probably not care at all about
Yeah,
it.
me neither. Take him away from me. So that was the end of fashion files, back to basics. Next up, we have the main event of the entire show. Nakamura and Orton versus Rusev and Mahal. This match was fine. Nothing big. Did you see it? I saw the latter half of it. I didn't see the beginning of it because I didn't care that much and I just went to use the bathroom. But
it doesn't sound like it would be. It doesn't sound like it'd be amazing.
No, it was fine.
And I don't know why it doesn't sound amazing. Those are four really okay. They're four good wrestlers.
Yeah.
Mahal's good. Rusev's really good. Orton's really good. Shinsuke's amazing.
Yeah.
So it should be a good match, but it just doesn't. It sounds a little.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was fine. Nakamura ended up winning clean with a Kinshasa to Rusev. And next week, Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton will have a one-on-one match to determine the number one contender for the World Championship.
I'm hoping it's Nakamura, and then Nakamura wins, and everything is all okay.
Yeah, I can't see Orton winning this. I don't know why he would. I do not want to see Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal again. I'm tired of that.
Punjabi Prison match 2.0.
No, please.
Yes.
To close the show, Randy Orton RKO's Shinsuke in the middle of the ring, and that's it. That's SmackDown Live.
So, which show did you like better?
Okay, so I think Raw's booking. For now, I'm more interested in Monday Night Raw, which is unusual, but I think that's mostly because of Ambrose and Rollins, and now, and because Strowman and Lesnar, because that's great too. And now I'm actually interested because I planned on coming here and talking about how John Cena and Roman Reigns is bland and I don't care. But after the promo for Monday Night Raw, I'm actually behind this match and this feud. So
because, I knew it was going to be. I knew Cena was going to make it good.
Yeah.
And I know Roman is pretty good in the ring, but he's not a mic guy. He can't hype it up.
No.
Which Cena can, which is what made Lesnar versus Cena so good because of Cena versus Heyman.
Yeah. I think that was the case for CM Punk as well.
Yeah.
With Heyman.
I don't think people give Cena a credit enough for that. Anyways.
I don't think in general people give John Cena enough credit.
Because he is really good.
And I'm not saying everyone should praise him like he's the greatest wrestler of all time, because I don't think he is.
He's
but
not.
I think he is very good, and he deserves to at least be acknowledged as very good, which is most of the time not the case.
And not as someone who buries everybody all the time, because
that's not the case anymore.
Couple
despite
years ago,
Corbin, maybe we can act like Corbin didn't happen, but despite Baron Corbin, who did get buried by all accounts,
yes,
the entire definition of the word, losing his briefcase and losing in 5 minutes.
The only person who could have buried him even more is Triple H.
The Rock at WrestleMania.
Jared Rowan.
No, Baron Corbin comes out. I'm gonna cash in my money in the bank. Rock comes out, rock bottom on stage, throws him in the ring. 1, 2, 3. The Rock wins the briefcase and cashes in. That's the worst burial of Baron Corbin.
I would actually stab myself and quit watching Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, whichever one it was on.
I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that was both shows. Who do you? I know you didn't see all of SmackDown, but from what you heard, and
I did like Raw more.
I did too. I think SmackDown's.
It was more interesting.
SmackDown's stories aren't clicking for me.
Which is unusual because SmackDown is really good.
AJ, no one seems to have a thing going. Like no one seems to have a.
I think what happened was they just used all of their dynamite. They just used all their dynamite at once, and now they've run out, and they have to get more, so they have to wait for the shipment to come back.
That's a good analogy, but I don't think that's the case because they have Sami Zayn still. They could have Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles. They could have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. title. They could have Rusev versus Jinder Mahal for the World Championship. They could have Rusev or Jinder Mahal versus Sammy versus Owens versus Bobby Roode. Yes, I know he just debuted. Who cares? Let him win. Just Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode or Shinsuke versus Roode. Roode wins by DQ. He's number one contender. Shinsuke is not fighting for the world title. He's gonna go fight one of his greatest rivals of all time, AJ Styles. Match-wise, I guess. No. So, bam, you have your dynamite there. Again, Bobby Roode wins the title from Jinder Mahal. Shinsuke Nakamura have the greatest match in WWE history. And then Sami Zayn fights Kevin Owens. I guess you could do that if you want to do that, and then Chad Gable can fight Shelton Benjamin. They have infinite dynamite.
They do, but we all know the freaking WWE creative team. They're going to use everything up at once, and then they're not going to know what to think of for once. And then once they get their shipment of dynamite back in, then we're firing with dynamite again.
You're saying they don't book long term?
No, they don't.
I agree. I think
they just book a few months at a time and then hope everything works out for the best. Like with Roman Reigns.
I think that's WWE's entire problem. Why is Shinsuke Nakamura not world champion right now? I don't think it'd be as hard to find a match for him if he was.
Because you don't.
And
want,
then
for some reason we don't want Jinder Mahal not champion just because he's Indian.
Well, I think if you had Shinsuke win, then you could have the rematch between Mahal and Shinsuke, and you don't need a #1 contenders match.
No, you just have that.
I don't even care about.
You just have that rematch clause. Thing
Yeah,
that's
and then
supposedly kayfabe in contracts that I don't know about anymore.
And
also, is that a Triceratops on Bailey's leg right here? Right here.
We have a figure of Bailey on the microphone sitting there. I don't know what that is. I think it's a Triceratops. Yes.
Is that a Triceratops or a lion?
I have to assume it's a Triceratops. I don't think it's a lion. Why is there a Triceratops on the? It doesn't matter.
Anyways, sorry about that. I get distracted very easily.
Yeah, I guess those are my options for SmackDown Live rivalries.
SmackDown, get better because you are amazing and we love you.
Yeah, I miss AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose. I miss AJ Styles, John Cena. I miss AJ Styles, or John Cena, The Miz, Wyatt Orton.
That's what happened. John Cena left.
No,
John Cena
no,
left.
no, 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 no.
Their good luck
Cena
charms
was gone for a while.
Their good luck charm's gone. John Cena became a free agent, and everything starts slowly going downhill.
Maybe John Cena is on Raw now, so Vince McMahon doesn't care about SmackDown Live as much.
Maybe.
I feel like that's honestly possible.
That's actually very possible. It would not surprise me at all.
Me neither.
John Cena, use your Hulk Hogan authority and just say, I'm going to be on SmackDown permanently, and if you don't do what I say, I leave.
Hulk Hogan.
Well, I mean, I say that because of the match he had with Shawn Michaels where he just said, nope, one match and I win.
Oh, Hogan? Yeah.
That's still the greatest match of all time in my opinion. Just because
I love
of
that.
Shawn Michaels.
The entire match being oversold. Hulk
Shawn Michaels just holding a grudge and using it against Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan getting frustrated.
Just baffled and frustrated at Michaels.
It was amazing. Everybody loved it. I love it. I still go watch it just because of that. If you haven't seen it, go see it now.
Yeah,
it was
SummerSlam, I think, 2007. I want to say. It wasn't that late. It was like 2004, 2005 maybe.
I think so.
It was great. I think it was SummerSlam. Shawn Michaels oversold every single move Hulk Hogan hit him with by miles. It was great. I think it was supposed to be a 3-match feud.
It was supposed to be, and then
Hogan wanted one match and to win, so
yeah, and they wanted 3-match and Shawn Michaels to win because Hulk Hogan was going away.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when Hulk Hogan was about to retire and stuff. Yeah.
TNA.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Hulk Hogan. I don't like you. I've never really liked you. You're not very good as a wrestler, even for your time.
Gavin's shooting on Hogan right here.
I shoot at everybody. I don't care anymore.
All right. I think that's
you
all.
Want to come beat me up? I'll run away.
Oh, I don't get him. That's really gonna show Hulk Hogan.
I mean, he's older than me. You know, he's probably got a broke hip. He'll probably break a hip running after me. Whereas his steroided muscles will probably make him move slower.
Ooh, we're cutting deep.
Sorry, my muscles may not be much, but at least they're natural.
All right. I think that's all we got after a Hulk Hogan rant.
That's all I've got. I don't even remember how I got on Hulk Hogan.
It doesn't matter. Overselling.
Oh, John Cena.
Sure. Oh, yeah. That's right.
I think that's my gateway to everything is John Cena.
We have anything else?
No, I don't.
You ready to close out?
Yeah.
Okay. You can follow us on Twitter at CarAlarm Podcast.
And you can follow us on Facebook. You just find our page by searching the little search bar at Sounding CarAlarm. You find our page, give us a like, following, all that good stuff.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel too. Like this video if you enjoyed it and share it on various social medias such as
Share it
Facebook and
everywhere.
Twitter.
Everywhere.
Yeah, share it everywhere. Get an Instagram
Figure
if
out
you
how
don't
to
have
share.
one.
Figure out how to share on Snapchat too,
Yeah.
and
If-
then tell me because I don't know.
if you don't already have an Instagram or Facebook or a Twitter or MySpace or
Is MySpace even still a
who
site? anymore?
knows, or AOL or Gmail, Google Plus, you gotta get Christian Mingle and Farmers Only. Get all the accounts you can. Share all of our podcasts on all of those. If
Share it
you-
with Flintstones too. Just like carve the video on rocks and then just
Yes.
like watch this video now.
Yeah, send it. Mail people the link, and they'll definitely check it out, because that's how good we are. That's it. Longest outro we've had. So there we go.
Peace out, peeps.
See you later. Thanks for watching.